connection?
Absolutely. And it's a crucial insight into your early worldview. You actually mentioned thinking it was a strange paradox yourself. That's something you found personally distasteful, almost like a casual indulgence, would lead to the ultimate responsibility, creating life. For you, sex wasn't just, physical intimacy. It was deeply symbolic, an act that conferred legitimacy.
Legitimate. Okay.
You felt people who engaged in sex were part of this special class, almost elite, implicitly sanctioned by society, maybe even by God, to enter this realm of true maturity. And you were willing to hold back, to uphold your end of this perceived covenant, because what you truly yearned for wasn't just sex itself. It was the legitimacy, the confirmed place in the adult world you believed it represented.
And the jobs part, you really thought it connected to work.
You did. It wasn't just abstract. You genuinely believed this would grant you access to what you called more mature adult-style jobs, roles with real responsibility, societal recognition, not the menial, often soul-crushing work you felt stuck with. This was absolutely foundational. It shaped your understanding of self, purpose, your place in the world for a really long time.
So what happens then when life just doesn't follow that carefully constructed script? You shared a really pivotal moment, a relationship ending with a woman named Dee, and you felt she was, quote, ripping my adulthood, taking it back and throwing it away. That sounds, profoundly devastating. A real turning point.
It absolutely was. And this raises a huge question, right? What happens when the very rite of passage, you envisioned a passage tied so tightly to a spiritual covenant, to your deeply held convictions, is just suddenly revoked? That sense of being denied adulthood by a failed relationship, it mirrors powerful themes you see in existentialist literature, where your identity isn't inherent, it hinges profoundly on recognition from others, or, in your unique case, on permission. Validation.
Permission. Wow.
Dee's departure wasn't just a breakup. You experienced it as this profound act of disempowerment, forcing you to start over from what felt like square one, perceived immaturity, as if the very essence of your hard-earned maturity had just been rescinded.
Away.
Exactly. It was a shattering of that covenant. You felt abandoned, not just by a person, but by the whole framework you'd built your life around, and implicitly, by the God you believed you had this contract with.
That pain must have been immense, like a betrayal on multiple levels.
The deepest kind, it sounds like. As if the path you'd so diligently walked was just erased, leaving you stranded, still feeling like a child in a world demanding adulthood.
But then, in a really striking twist of fate, Dawn enters your life.
Yes.
A woman who is 3 feet 6 inches tall, had osteogenesis imperfecta, couldn't have children, and was in her 30s when you met. And you felt she granted you adulthood. What was it about Dawn? What made her so transformative?